Okay, NVDA. So, what am I looking at? First of all, I'm going to make this really large for you to understand. First things first, I want you to see why I'm even bullish on this ticker. So, let's go to the let's go to the month first. Look at the month, right? Broadening formation here. Top of that is up here, right? But we have this failed 2 down hammer. So I'm already bullish when it triggers the month. I'm ready for it. There is no reason not to be bullish on NVIDIA, right? So we have target 1 on the month, which we crossed. Target 2 is up here, right? You can see that month. So I'm still bullish. Like, there's no reason for me to, I'm just not interested at all in shorting NVIDIA, period, right? And we have earnings on Thursday, this coming week. Pardon me, Wednesday, after hours. So all the more reason. I mean, it's a strong company, great fundamentals, profitable, regardless really of tariffs. Of course, tariffs are going to affect everything, but this is a strong company across the board, right? So I'm looking for, first of all, the monthly target, which is here. And then, of course, all-time highs, which is outside quarter. So as you can see, still same broadening formation, 3, and I'm looking for a 3-3. If it doesn't happen now, then it'll be a 3-2-2. This will be a failed 2 down, and we'll get it next quarter. So I'm just not at all bearish on NVIDIA, right? That's the first thing. So today, what do I see? I see this, and let me do 3 so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so daily open is here. I have my daily open as my stop because I'm getting a next week contract. So if I flip the day red, I'm out of continuity and I don't want to be here, right? So I'm playing next week contracts because this morning was super slow and not that fun anyway. So this is entry number 1, right? Then we have an ad here, which was a little bit annoying because it came back down against me. But again, I'm adding next week. I have a lot of time. And that entry here ultimately went up, right? So I'm holding for at least ADR. And these, again, I'm in next week contracts. And then my final ad is here, where I went quite large in NVIDIA, right? So the main question is, why were you confident in NVIDIA? I feel like I've answered that, right? Because of the chart, right? Even apart from their fundamentals, all that kind of stuff, the chart on NVIDIA, especially on the month, is strong. Like this week that we see, this failed 2-up week, I do not care. And part of that is because of the ticker, right? Everything is nuanced. And I think that maybe that's sometimes lost on people. There's this idea of I need it to be this way every time. It's all nuanced. So the fact that this closed red really has no bearing on how I feel about NVIDIA. Really, this probably looks like some sort of outside week, we tap down and we go back up. Especially with earnings coming up. Who knows? They could screw earnings, but it's something I'm willing to bet on. Okay, so I'm confident on NVIDIA. I hope that is clear. Those are all my positions into next week. Then the next question was, what made me take a 0-day on NVIDIA? Well, the market pressed up, right? All of this action is aggressive, right? So, and let's do 2. Let's do 2 of these. Right, so we can see that this is aggressive action. It happened across the board, right? So if I look at SPY, come on. Right? Aggression. If I look at Tesla, aggression, right? So all I'm seeing is aggression across the board. And I know that a 0-day is a quick trade, right? These are scalps. 0-day trades are scalp trades. So I saw that it hit ADR, right? And then retraced, as it does, as most things do, where ADR is. So all I'm waiting for is in like an inside signal or a fail to down signal. Any sort of actionable signal is what I'm waiting for. So I was really hoping to get it here. Like it hits ADR, comes back through and comes back up. Doesn't happen, right? It goes 1, 2, down, right? So then I get another inside fiver and I just take it because, again, I'm confident on NVIDIA. I don't know really what to tell you in terms of like where the confidence is coming from, apart from like I'm looking at the chart. NVIDIA has always treated me very well. Obviously, you saw how I traded NVIDIA last week. Like, there's just no reason to be bearish on NVIDIA right now. So I get in here, it goes up, it does pretty well. This actually puts me in a negative. Let's see if I can zoom in even more. Let's just do this. So this fiver, it continues, and then it puts me in a negative in terms of like profit. I want to say like 14% or something. And I'm just holding. Like there's no reason for me to get out of this. On a 0 day, this would have been my exit on that candle, right? So I'm putting my exit at the bottom of the 5. And if you're trading 0 days, you have to go in knowing that there's a possibility of loss, right? So when I enter here, the purple line, and I can mark it entry, right? I enter the purple line, and this is my exit, right? It triggers and goes. Now I just move my exit to this red line, right? It continues, it comes back down, but it doesn't cross my exit point. So I'm in the trade. And then it shoots up like this. Honestly, it was this fiver that just changed the game. I wonder what it looks like on the 1, because I think maybe that it was like a 1 minute just out of the, yeah. Crazy. Let me get my crosshairs up so I can make sure I'm in the right spot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so this happened in 1 minute. And again, right, with 0 days, with any option, the speed at which the trade goes your way matters, right? So, and really this is an even better entry on the 1, but it doesn't matter. So I got in on the 5. This happened within 1 minute, this shoot up, and it actually continued I guess the first 30 seconds of the next candle. And so within a few minutes, I went from down 14% to up hundreds of percents. And so then I got out. Like I don't really know what more to say in terms of how and why and conviction and all of that. I took a risk on a ticket I believe in with no reason to get out. So I rode it to the highs, and then I got out of practically the full position. I kept one single runner just to see how far it would go, but there was really no reason for me to be greedy on this. So I just took this money eventually. And then my runner went to like, I don't know, 80%, and I took profit on that. But yeah, that's the NVIDIA trade today. Next week, honestly, looking at next week, I reckon I may be in a little bit early, but I'm just going to add to my position as we go. Because again, the week you may see an outside week on NVIDIA. So I would have loved to maybe buy at the bottom, but I'll just add at the bottom. Yeah, okay, great.